There's something really nice about a town where you can get on your bike and you can ride your bike with your wife or your kids downtown, and you don't arrive all sweaty and stressed out because you have to compete with traffic. And if Bend can be that kind of place, it's better for the whole community.
And what we were continually hearing from people is, I'm not comfortable out there, I don't want to be on that busy street, I'd love to be on a path.
When you look at the streets, there's sadly they're not filled with bikes. And I think it's really important that we find a way to encourage people to get out on their bikes.
I haven't ran into a Bend resident in the past 3 years that hasn't complained about the traffic.
What's been really, really heartening here in Bend is to start these projects and just see that pent-up kind of demand. That it's almost like people were waiting for us to have these open houses and say, we're really moving forward on this. It's not just a plan anymore.
My thoughts on rolling out the neighborhood greenways in the next 3 years is that's amazing. It's time for it to happen in Bend.
So a neighborhood greenway, generally speaking, is a residential street that's been engineered or modified to have reduced traffic volumes, reduced traffic speed, where it's safe and enjoyable to bike and walk.
The first two routes we selected, really based on both community request and just general enthusiasm, are Northwest 15th Street on the west side and Northeast 6th Street on the east side of Bend, to really get two initial north-south routes that are part of that network.
Principal characteristics of a neighborhood greenway include speed humps, low volume traffic, low speeds, traffic diverters, signage, and actually on-ground pavement signage as well, such as sharrows.
I'm super excited because it's going to slow down traffic. And just, like driving fast makes you angsty.
Neighborhood greenways promote safety and also encourage more people to choose active transportation, such as walking and biking.
If we can develop a really well-connected network that gets people where they want to go, if we can keep building off of these first 8 to 9 miles, I think we'll be really, really successful.
We worked with some local neighbors. We found a couple champions in the neighborhood. These were people who lived on or near Northwest 15th Street. And with these individuals, we had some open houses, we passed out flyers. We really wanted to touch as many people who were going to be affected by this as possible.
The most important thing I would suggest to any neighborhood that's interested in having a greenway in their community or in their neighborhood is working with an organization like Bend Bikes.
A neighborhood can request a neighborhood greenway.
The whole process of getting this greenway project started, I felt was really well done as a collaboration between the neighborhood, Bend Bikes, and the city.
So in the next 2 years, the city's updating our transportation system plan. And that's a really great time. We're going to be coming out to every single neighborhood association, different community groups, and talking to them about transportation in general, and then specific projects that neighborhoods might want.
I'm really hoping that the city will roll out more greenways, because I foresee the opportunity to link all different communities and bike paths and pedestrians to travel on foot, crisscrossing all of the communities in the city.
The vast majority of the neighbors that we came into contact with were extremely happy with the idea, even if they weren't interested in bicycling or walking on these streets. They were happy with the idea because the nature of their street, the character of their street had degraded, and they recognized that this greenway was going to promote the residential values.
It'd be great to see a lot of bikers coming down here. It would also be great to see traffic slow down and people to drive more respectively down this residential street.
In a smaller town like Bend, the infrastructure probably has to lead the crowd.
Build it, and more people will use it.
We're looking at connectivity. We have a very small network that the City Council approved for construction. It's about 8 to 9 miles.
And we continue to listen. In fact, if you go to the website, bendoregon.gov/neighborhood greenways, you'll see on there where the plans have changed and how we listened and how we addressed comments.
Neighborhood greenways are really the best. They offer an opportunity for everybody to come out and choose active transportation.
But people can bike to work, and I think people that do bike to work enjoy it more than if they were driving.
I'm looking forward to more designated bike-friendly streets that will crisscross the community.
People walking, people biking, that sort of thing, absolutely 100% engenders community. It just does.
can't wait. Can it be built tomorrow? And I can't wait for my kids, my family, people of all ages, abilities to be able to use these routes.
It's healthy, it's fun.
I'm hoping that we will see a greater increase of people getting out of their cars.
So I really encourage families, people of all abilities to give these a try.
And there's just a good feeling to arrive and you just got some exercise, and you don't have to park your car. You just lock your bike up, you walk around, and when it's time to come home, you just roll back home. And there's something really liberating about not having your car.